4 years ago, I made my ultimate security breach glitch compilation featuring most glitches I was familiar with after the game had been out for 5 months. It was 50 minutes of rapid fire glitches, and I still have the paper I used to write down every clip I still had to collect while finishing the video and fighting through food poisoning. For a few years, that video stood as the most thorough glitch compilation on SB out there, but that has now changed. LoonMoon recently posted his own 90-minute glitch compilation featuring a cool 625 plus glitches. These range from things I myself found to absurdities I've never even heard of. And LoonMoon gave me permission to watch the video on stream as well as make this video. The plan was to have a counter as I went through the video to track how many glitches I knew versus ones I wasn't familiar with and see how I score on deep niche SB information 4 years later. You may notice that my video is shorter than his, and that's because I cut out many simple glitches as well as some that simply went so deep that I had no idea what was going on anymore, but don't worry, I kept the coolest ones. If you want to see the whole thing, it'll be linked in the description, and huge shout out to LoonMoon for making the greatest security breach glitch compilation in 4 years. We should watch more of John's videos. John should, post a video so that I can watch it. I know, shut up. Yes, sure, let's, oh boy. I can't wait to watch a video by my favorite YouTuber, John FNAF. Oh wait, I've seen all of his videos. You know what? I was so John lacking yesterday that I went to FNAF Shorts and I watched this video.
That was a chilling new
Release
look
date?
at 5 Nights at Freddy's
Release
Security
date?
Breach. Up next.
Dang it!
I watched this and I looked at the comments and the newest comment was from a year ago. So I commented, I cannot wait for this game to come out. And I didn't think John would get notifications for his shorts channel, but he did. That's how starved I am for John FNAF content. Sorry. Now LoonMoon's video is starting.
Remember that really awesome FNAF game that was teased for the better part of 2 years? You know, the one with all the really cool
volume,
trailers?
by the way?
And when it came out, it was just as good as we hoped? Yeah, me neither, because it doesn't exist. What does exist is a mediocre game with some pretty visuals, where the most enjoyable way to play it is by seeing how much you can break it. But just how broken is this game? It's worse than you think.
I think
Today, I'm gonna
I've
show you
only done
every
that
single
with
glitch
Cheat
in
Engine.
the entire game from version 1.0 and version 1.4, or as I call it, 4.0. To give the game a fairer chance, I'll be sorting it into 2 categories. The first one will be standalone glitches, meaning glitches that don't require other things to cause them. And the second being glitches requiring other glitches. As you could probably guess, those tend to be crazier, so
There's gonna be some things that, like, I know what's going on, but I haven't done it. I'm gonna count that as I know. Because, like, this would be surely just reloading the chase a couple times. Hopefully it's mentioned how you pull them off.
is that it? I thought there was more. If you hit new game and then immediately exit,
Okay.
your save file will say it's from the year
The year 1. I had no idea. Never seen that before. I'll turn it up a little bit, yeah.
If you click and drag on a blank space on the title screen, your mouse will disappear like it's supposed to be moving the background.
I do know
In
this.
the first version of the game, your brightness capped at 50%, even if you set it to 100%,
Right.
making everything look super dark.
Do I not have global hotkeys on? And then I spent 10 minutes figuring out that live split counter global hotkeys is a separate setting from normal global hotkeys. Anyway, from the top.
Freddy's battery shows even before starting up,
Yep.
and it'll be the same value that Freddy's battery was at during your last playthrough, and
Yep.
only changes after he finishes starting up. Turning your voice volume to 0 will make this happen.
Absolutely.
This was patched in 4.0, but if your volume is still set to 0 before you update, it'll retain the glitch.
Okay, that's actually something that I'm not sure I knew. I mean, it's part of the glitch. It's like an extra detail. But if you update and never touch your volume, it still happens? I didn't know that. I thought that you had to, like, set it to 4%, but that might be another glitch entirely.
The Fazwatch normally has an animation before you pull
Yeah.
up the screen, but if you press it too fast twice, it'll pull up the screen before the animation plays. Also, the mouse is visible before pulling it up. The button is supposed to turn right after pressing it.
I guess I don't know that, but that's just because I don't pay attention.
If you go back into Freddy's room after getting the pass, walking away from him causes his stomach hatch to open from far away. Getting in Freddy and turning around makes it so the door doesn't open for some reason.
Yeah.
Jumping at any point while entering...
I mean, that's because his, like, hitbox is just in front of him, so the door doesn't see him when you put your back to him.
Jumping at any point while entering Freddy will cause the area to deload.
Yes, of course.
You can't exit Freddy after entering him the first time, and for some reason, the Freddy doors won't open, so doing...
That's not a glitch. You can't exit Freddy after entering him the first time? That's not a glitch, that's, like, scripted. That's supposed to happen.
Opening the gift box the second you're able to here causes the animation not to play. Freddy can bend his head backwards through any wall. By leaving the area and coming back,
Why is the guitar up her ass?
Chica will no longer be playing the guitar, but her sound effects will still be there. The mouse shaking was my genuine reaction to seeing this for the first time. But now I think it's hilarious. It's like she swallowed her guitar. Maybe that's why she acts so weird the whole
Yeah,
time.
I didn't know that.
Being near an elevator door will prompt this weird decline sound effect, which plays nowhere else in the game. When you're in Freddy, staff bots won't notice you. However, for some reason, leaving the area and then coming back to this one will make it notice you.
Would never suspect we are traveling together.
Leaving and coming back also causes this endo to respawn every time.
That's only in this
Including when
first
you go
version.
back up. He just crawls there forever, until you trigger his movement by going up a little more.
I think that was patched.
Freddy's idle animations continue during other cutscenes. The animation even plays if it happens as soon as she leaves.
Yeah, it's cute.
He's trying to be stealthy and protect you from Vanessa, but then waves at you as soon as she turns around. He's just proud of himself for keeping Gregory safe. I don't even know why this happened.
know that.
All I did was reload and then went back to the stairs instead of going forward. I don't know if it just didn't load in time or what, but
We'll call this I know because things just don't load often in Security Breach.
wasn't able to get this again. Speaking of stairs, walking on them with Freddy at the right angle will cause you to climb them. And also, you can walk over this bar. because there's no
Unfortunately
wall.
patched.
You can even see how the endo climbing animation finishes. He just disappears into the boxes. Jumping on any surface will actually stop any animatronic from chasing you at any point in the game, not just here.
Correct.
Despite it stopping every single animatronic at anywhere else in the game, it doesn't stop Chica during this specific chase. However, after stopping
I didn't know that. A lot of these are actually patched because a lot of them stem from the same problems. Like a lot of the unloading ones are going to be patched because they're done with like unloading Freddy and whatnot. I'm not one behind. I have noted 28.
Monty previously, if you go back behind the fence, Monty will respawn there and start chasing you again. If you're fast enough, you're still able to stop it with the same glitch as before. Going behind the fence a second time will respawn Monty again, but this time he won't be chasing you.
I don't think I've ever seen that. That's got to be just like first version of the game, and I never did that because I've been there plenty of times.
If you climb these boxes, there's no Chica behind them, and Monty can't get you.
Yeah.
If you activate the trigger for Chica to spawn and then go behind her, if she walks through the exact spot, the sound effects will repeat. If you keep going behind...
I don't know if I've ever done this, but you definitely can't get past these boxes in modern Security Breach. So I'll say no to that one.
the boxes and go under a pipe, she'll despawn. She spawns back at the stairs and starts climbing them.
No.
Once she reaches the top though, she'll come back down and kill you. However, the result is different in 4.0. All you have to do is go slightly behind the boxes and Chica will not only despawn, but Monty will freeze if he's already chasing you. There is actually one higher elevated place that they'll still chase you, and that's the boxes. But only if they're not broken. The boxes Chica pushes frequently fly around and cause her to glitch out.
Yes.
Even though Chica's the one who's closer to you during the end of the chase, Monty will always be the one at the door. Also, if you go back
guess
after the
so.
chase, the boxes are restacked. Getting in Freddy's way when he's trying to enter the retread station causes him to clip through it. Chica
There's a lot
despawns
of
when
like
you pass
recharge station nonsense. Freddy in the recharge station, messing with him in any way just broke things really hard when the game started.
this door. For some
Yeah.
reason, the AI constantly sees and then doesn't see you in this hallway.
Yeah, well basically if you get through this door, Chica like can't chase after you again. I have noticed that. As soon as you get through it, you'll never be chased. She just gives up. This is on the way to the lobby.
This door also despawns Chica.
Yep, I knew that.
Chica's head frequently turns in ways it's not supposed to. There will always be a new Mr. Hippo Magnet.
That's intentional. That's just showing how messy Chica is. She's supposed to be a freaky robot. I was able to skip right to the Afton fight on my Switch Lite. That's not surprising. I mean, you still can on any version of the game with Freddy warping. Yes, the Mr. Hippo Magnet is always back. Yes, it just needs to be reloaded.
Every time you go back to this area, you can be spotted by Chica through this door.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She can't see you if you enter this stall.
I did know that. Well, that applies to a lot of the stalls.
Must have been the wind. You can hear her chasing me right now already. But after I get spotted, she's supposed to teleport behind you, but it takes until I use a distraction for her to do it.
Yeah, but that's because she gets stuck. There's like this invisible timer. Like, I would run into staff bots when getting chased by Chica, because it like refreshes her aggro and forces there to be like a pause before she's able to teleport again. So it's intentional that that happens, but it just feels weird.
And then she keeps doing it.
Yeah.
Over and over.
Until you look at her. She'll stop if
This
you
is
look
a
at
common
her.
problem in the game. The staff bot paths are often glitchy. Usually it's because they're going over something, but sometimes it's just random.
Yeah.
This was actually fixed in 4.0, but now they just clip through objects. The mop bots actually have dialogue, but you can't hear them until you reload the area, which includes dying, by the way.
Oh, I didn't
This
know that.
only works with this specific mop bot. Also, it no longer does the animation when you get near it. Also, it can interrupt its own dialogue.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We are speeding through numbers here. I'll give one more to both.
Exit the building. This is your final warning. Alert. Alert.
Also, it won't call Chica, even though it's supposed to be alerting security.
I do know that.
In 4.0, Chica runs on a loop in which she chases you faster, and then stops. And if she sees you again, it repeats. I think this was to make the animatronics less of a threat. But in doing so, they made
Yeah,
a
it's just so that people can actually get to the daycare.
glitch. Her head actually turns backwards when she runs faster. Back to 1.0, this specific ATM actually prompts an item. Even if you get every item, it will still prompt an item
That's cut content, baby.
you don't have. If Chica follows you all the way to the slide, she can actually kill you while you're sliding.
I have a clip of this. Yes. I have a clip of this on my extras channel. It's one of the first videos I ever posted on my extras channel. Don't belong here. I hate this game.
While carrying you, Sun will glitch on things and clip through them.
Yep.
If you go behind the desk and then go back out, he'll have Moon's lines.
Yeah.
Sun and Moon both
Eclipse.
frequently get stuck on objects. Moon's dialogue can interrupt Freddy's message.
Dude, but the lights are out in the...
If Freddy partially stands on something, his leg will bounce. It's like his leg is really itchy and he's trying to scratch it with his...
Well, we had like setups. There's this crazy one where you could like get on top of the vent. I think it was for no jumping. You could get on top of the vent just through mazer size, and it did involve putting Freddy in a position where his leg did that.
If you repeatedly press E to collect the flashlight, you'll be prompted as many times as you pressed it, and you have to close each one individually. But you
Really?
only have one in your inventory.
That's hilarious. I had no idea. No
You
way.
can touch Moon from the side without getting jump scared. In certain corners, you can actually climb up them by
I did not know that. Yeah, this is wedge jumping.
facing it and walking forward while mashing the jump button.
Yep.
Doing so in the daycare will actually allow you to explore without Sun bothering you. The flashlight actually doesn't even appear until you activate Sun. You can actually access the secret balcony
Flashlight doesn't appear until you activate sun. Oh, I didn't know that. But I'm one ahead. So I'm going to pretend I did know that.
area by jumping on these tables and boxes and then jumping through this fence. Also, the box here has no collision. What's strange about that is the fact that this balcony right here actually has not just a walkable floor, but invisible walls to prevent you from walking off of it. The walls around it also have collision, but they're not as finished. You have to jump through the
Yeah, this entire room is super goobery, especially when the game first came out.
Getting damaged in this game causes you to flash. If you exit the glitch state, it'll actually keep you invisible if you do it on the frame that you flash. If you
No
die
idea.
outside of Freddy and then reload to your last save point inside of him, his flashlight will be facing the ground.
It's a lot of like little things that I wouldn't even like notice.
Moon's jump scare will frequently clip through walls.
Yeah,
After
everyone's.
completing the daycare and entering Freddy, Chica's head will basically always glitch.
Yep.
You can even see it slowly readjust.
Very
It's so creepy.
consistent.
And if her head doesn't glitch, it'll still clip through you. On rare occasions, Chica will spawn next to you instead of where she's supposed to.
Yep.
If you reach the top of the stairs and then go in Freddy after activating Moon, you can have an interesting glitch jump scare.
I had that on my first playthrough. You know, with 5 people in chat, I had that happen.
By being spotted by Roxanne and then exiting and entering Freddy, she'll run away. Well, first she'll glitch.
Yeah.
Then she goes into the theater.
I know she gets trippy.
She has an exact path too.
Oh, I didn't know she went into the theater. That's
Then she'll
kinda
come
random.
back out. You can actually call Freddy to you while in a cutscene. And if you keep pressing the call button, you'll actually climb inside him.
Oh, really?
Exiting Freddy immediately after not only breaks the cutscene, but it also turns Freddy invisible.
Oh.
Now the animations of getting in and out of him are extremely laggy.
I've never seen this. Invisible Freddy. Huh.
In version 4.0, by standing at just the right spot and facing the right angle, you can make Freddy stand in just the right spot to let you actually climb inside him and get back into the daycare. You can also get back out using the same exact method, minus the precise angle and position. It is still—
And there's always Freddy warping as well. See, some of these double dip, like, you can get into the daycare as one and you can get out of the daycare as one, but this one did not double dip.
In the theater, there's an invisible floor here.
Yes, I knew that.
In version 1.0, there's a very easy method to get out of the daycare.
Yeah, I remember doing this. This is sweet.
This allows you to explore the pizzeria with what I like to call dark mode.
Yeah.
Most lights are off, but there's actually special lighting in some places, like here in the daycare and also in the atrium. Also, you're back in quote-unquote survival mode, how the game was originally intended. As every 30 seconds, the time will progress 1 minute. It's honestly really cool and creepy. I wish they kept it in the game and used it somehow. The coolest looking
Cut
places
content.
are definitely Monty Golf, but only the entrance, because the
Cut content mod brings it back.
entering a recharge station while walking will actually cause you to clip into it in
How are we at 85? It's so hard to track it sometimes.
the direction that you are walking.
Yes.
Using a distraction and the animatronic actually reaching it will cause them not to notice you even if you're right next to them or in front of them. You can climb these nearby objects, allowing you to scale the wall.
Yep.
This allows you to get past barriers that are blocking
Yeah, so much of this is patched now. It's sad. Because it always made it more fun. You also unload when you fall off of them.
the escalator. Also, jumping over this deloads the area. There's this turnstile on the left that's supposed to stop you from reaching the stage, but you can just walk around it because they forgot to add an invisible wall. If you go into the door next to the stage and run all the way back, it'll say you completed a mission from later in the game. There are other side effects too, like
know
Freddy's dialogue.
I'm sorry, Gregory. My systems are failing.
Here's a very broken Monty, but we'll get to him later.
Oh!
Roxy's hair starts in her mouth during her jump scare.
What? I guess I did know that. But if you told me, because like I have seen it, I'll go with no because I've totally forgotten.
If you enter Freddy while he's moving, you'll now enter and exit him sideways.
I did know that. Momentum and entering things is big here. Like earlier there was the charging station where if you just ran at it when the game came out, you would end up like clipping halfway out of it.
Any door actually makes him open it. Approaching the door while this is happening causes it to freeze. Calling Freddy to open doors actually allows you to see an unloaded one, specifically in Rockstar Row. This lets you see out of bounds, including a T-posing Freddy.
Yeah, it's like
Some
my
presents are able to be
second
collected from
security breach thumbnail.
far away without even looking at them.
Yep.
Here's another staff bot pathing glitch, except one of them doesn't even move.
Yeah,
Ignore
they
my
fixed
flashlight
that.
for now. I'll explain it later. By running next to an elevator door
Well, how am I supposed to know if... I mean, I don't know what this flashlight is. I really have no idea.
and then running away from it the second it opens while still being next to it, it'll close in your face. It's extremely precise. It doesn't even look like I'm moving away from it. By simply turning around, you can glitch MapBot.
Yeah, well,
After running out of the
we played around with the concept of like riding MapBot to try and get somewhere, I think, to help with no jumping.
East Arcade security office and going to this door, you'll get an invisible jump scare. Also a dialogue glitch.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how this happened. I think it's because I was detected by a bot earlier and she decided to go to that instead of me, but I honestly don't know. If you literally just step outside this security office door for a second and then close it and stand behind it, the animatronics will get stuck and you can go outside and roam freely.
Yeah.
The animatronics
This whole thing at release, is such a disaster. Like you could get stuck here really easily, or you could just pass it and not even know how you passed it. Very few people actually did this normally.
frequently clip through the door when they're banging on it. This typically happens when they're both there at the same time. This might only be in 4.0, but I think there's an invisible wall here. Mopbots can glitch when they're looking at you. Also, their mops float. This mini music man will actually walk
Okay, wait, hold on. We had another one there, yeah. Wait, 110? Okay, well, I knew everything that was in there.
right past you if you hug this vent wall.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
If you realize
I
he's
discovered
behind you,
that.
he will instantly despawn because he tries going back. And since you're still in the path, he will respawn and then come after you. Leaving as a pizza bot through the loading dock doors will actually make you be Gregory again with the same HUD and sound effects still.
Multiple ticking.
Young.
Spiff, can you
But
like
don't
this
worry,
video
you can
for
press
me?
the button again and restart it, but now you'll have 2 ticking sounds.
You are now in control of one of
Oh,
our
we know this one.
You can interact with the pizza making machines while you're inside them. You can softlock by walking through this cabinet in the security office.
Oh,
Exiting as the pizza bot the other way will actually cause the entire area to deload, soft-locking you.
Yes.
Whenever you can't move and the area is deloaded, I just say the game crashed. You can actually glitch Chica by standing on this,
the box. I know this box.
causing her to not be able to follow you, even if you're cornered. This causes her to behave very strangely. You're able to still use your flashlight after activating this cutscene.
I mean, you're using it, but it's not really using power. I guess I didn't know that.
You can still jump, as you can see here. You
Oh.
can literally see my head.
No way,
At
I
the
didn't
very
know
beginning
that.
of the Mini Music Man cutscene, you can actually see the inside of yourself, but only for a few frames. Here's a Mopbot path and movement glitch. As you can see here, Chica is
Okay, whoa, we can't be speedrunning them like that. Okay, I knew that mop bots are fucked up. I've relapsed. I've opened a 48-minute ticking compilation in the background. Come on, that's all it took?
meant to automatically chase you as soon as you enter through this door. However, as explained earlier, jumping on an elevated surface will cause her to not be able to follow you.
I still do
Chica
that.
notices you, unnotices you, and then notices you again, then doesn't follow you through the doors.
This whole place is a disaster. She often does notice you through the doors, and if she does, at least with the modern security breach, you can't activate the next checkpoint. It is truly god-awful.
She can only follow you through them if you leave them open for her.
And it's terrible.
While being chased by her in here, you can actually jump on this and she'll glitch out.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, that's like the 5th time we've mentioned that height blocks animatronics. Blocks them all. You just need to be on top of something.
The door here opens outwards, even though in the cutscene it opens inwards.
I've played this game like 50 times and I've never noticed that.
Fast enough after the pizza making minigame, you can get jump scared by Chica as she despawns.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I remember that happening. Yeah. There was a point where I was like, I have to pause after the pizza to make sure that I don't die to her before she despawns.
For some reason, Vanny can't look at you when she's chasing you at the entrance.
What?
Also, you can break.
I mean, there's been a lot of Vanny weirdness, but I guess that's specific to this update.
I like to think that Gregory just smells so bad she can't turn her head towards him. Speaking of Vanny's jump scare, if you save nearby and then get jump scared by Vanny, you'll reload with a glitched flashlight.
Oh.
And this will persist until you exit the game.
So that's the glitch flashlight thing. I had no idea.
It stays if you load another save afterwards. Anyways, if she chases you, she'll clip through the door and do this weird dance. Roxy spawned on me. You can literally see your textures load. If you look really close.
That's hilarious. Don't think I've had that.
For one, there are 2 gates here, and 2, Freddy will walk through them without them opening.
That's a banger.
But don't
Yep.
worry, this was actually fixed in 4.0, right? They fixed it. There wouldn't be another glitch that... Oh. Did you know that
Yeah, he still clips through it. How am I 2 behind?
for one, you can climb these controls and actually get stuck
Yes.
back here, and 2, you can see through this wall. The
You
staircase
can
with the
see
railing
through
at
like
the
every wall.
entrance is actually climbable. You can actually go
Yes.
all the way around it, behind the cage, and down below.
Yes.
This is a soft lock, by the way.
Yes, it
Everything
is.
down here actually has perfectly made collision. Jumping down to Freddy
That's because it's cut content.
actually can sometimes cause a weird flash where he turns invisible for a second. Also, the walls
I didn't know about that, but man, that shit lags like a mother trucker. And how am I behind? No, this is a new one.
decal is on Gregory. Also, there's a dialogue glitch,
Follow me to the atrium. That is a
all in the same scene. While jumping down, for a split second, there's a prompt to hide. This is what
Oh.
happens when you do manage to hide. You both aren't in Freddy and you just fall forever.
I didn't know that.
By deloading the area by doing something as simple as leaving the area and coming back, which can be done in the elevator, duplicates Monty. This is no normal
We know this one.
Monty. This is what's referred to as Giga Monty. This is because if you get caught by a staff bot, he will follow you no matter what. In Freddy, which you shouldn't be able to do but can through glitches, even in other areas which also require glitches to get to, but he will never stop hunting you down. Even if you leave and come back, he will still be hunting you. Also cool fact, you can see inside Monty with Freddy. I think you can with all the animatronics, but Monty especially looks cool. Also, for every time you leave the area, you'll spawn a new one. Here's an example of what happens when you spawn a bunch of Gigamonties and then get caught.
Only 3? Weak. God, this game.
So yeah, pretty cool. You can basically explore the entire Pizzaplex even with the security barriers because there are always holes in the fences somewhere or ways to get around them.
Those have been largely fixed.
These were all patched, but in patching something, they actually created one new entrance. This gate used to be impassable until later in the game, but now you can pass it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And there is still one hole that remains, meaning you can still explore the entire Pizzaplex early if you want.
I didn't know about that
Freddy
hole.
can sometimes wave after he's done walking out.
Yes.
You can despawn Monty in front of you if you press the button as he's chasing you.
Yep.
You can also...
I mean, that's just like probably every person who played this game has seen that because Monty's basically always chasing you at the end of showtime.
not go down with Freddy.
Yeah.
Let's be real, you'd probably die from this fall. I'm not sure how, but I got jump scared through the floor by Mapbot. Wherever
Why does that happen? I don't know why it happens, but at some point we did know how it happens.
Moon was before you despawned him by using the
Yep.
recharge station, there will be lingering sound effects.
I don't think that's patched. Pretty sure that's still a thing.
After finishing an upgrade, your arm will be shown floating.
Yeah.
By staring at the ceiling in any parts and service elevator,
Yeah.
the camera will be tilted. This will persist until you enter Freddy.
Banger.
Its extremity can vary. I was able to get it nearly sideways in Freddy's elevator.
Banger.
I like to think there was a bump in the elevator ride,
Yeah.
and how Gregory's neck is broken.
Yeah.
By going up and down the elevator repeatedly
Yeah.
in Roxy's room before leaving,
Yeah.
a bunch of Vanessas will spawn.
I mean, it's the whole, like, before they patch this, it's just, if enemy spawn and you reload area, enemy spawn again.
If Vanessa sees you, and then you get jump scared by her afterwards, her jump scare is silent.
I don't think I knew that.
If you wait long enough, Vanessa will eventually stop searching and start running. But where does she go exactly? Well, she goes really far actually. All the way past the Gator Golf entrance, and then
What?
into the wall.
What?
Roxy can only see Freddy when you're in him.
Why, dude? Why? That's so random. I mean, I never done that because why would I follow Vanessa? I would just assume she'd go to the next room and despawn, but she travels across the world?
Vanessa will never acknowledge Freddy, even if you're right in her face. He just keeps walking into you. It doesn't matter that there's a bright light shining directly into her eyes. She doesn't care. She doesn't even blink. Oh, and that art's an accurate depiction. Did you know that she's actually cross-eyed when she's following you? Also, somehow walking on an elevated surface breaks her ponytail physics. Quickly switching between the flashlight and the Faz Blaster will cause an animation glitch.
Oh,
You can press the
I didn't know that. I feel like I would have had that happen.
Any animatronic that follows you into an elevator will despawn if you hit the button. If
Yeah.
she despawns while she's
Makes for some really tense moments.
stunned, she will have a crying sound effect in her place. It also never stops. If you lose and then exit through a tunnel, you can actually go back and see that the elevators have despawned. Nobody knows this because nobody's actually failed Phaser Blast. Chica
I've failed Phaser Blast.
Sometimes you can see
Weird.
the Staff Boss blasters through the wall.
Whoa. I didn't know that.
You can jump on pretty much any of the walls. in Phaser
Oh,
Blast.
man. Oh, such a good speedrun when you had to jump over these to get to the Vanny ending.
You can pretty easily make your way over to the spiral staircase, but there's a giant invisible wall preventing you from going in it. After beating Phaser Blast, if you go through the vent and then go all the way down the catwalk, you can very easily jump over the fence. If you open the gate and go all the way
Throwback.
back down the catwalk again, the door is open and you can now beat the game.
Yep.
I don't know why this happened, I think it's because I stood against the door, but after beating it normally and doing no other glitches, I clipped to the ground. At
I don't think I knew that.
first I thought this was a soft lock, but actually the wall next to you
I've
is
had
not
that
solid.
happen. Well, I've forgoren.
By entering a hiding space while falling,
While falling,
you'll
you
clip through the
deload
ground.
world. Yes.
Whenever you fall out of bounds, you'll be sent to the place that you loaded the game from.
Yes.
This lets you leave Phaser Blast with the Gray Blaster. By getting the Phaz Blaster and then immediately returning it, then looping the entire way around back to the Phaz Blaster, upon collecting it again, you can just leave with it. Freddy even
Really?
congratulates you.
Good job, Super.
I wonder if that works on current patch. That's really interesting because that that would be something that's like useful to know.
Some garbage piles have no collision.
Yep.
Some walls on top of garbage piles have no collision.
Yep.
Going through this one actually lets you skip a whole section of this area.
Yep. Anything
These
to do with
wires don't have
skips?
collision,
I know.
and no animatronic can get back here.
Wow,
I think
32 months.
I don't think I've ever gone back there before.
Here's another wall on a trash pile that doesn't have collision. Jumping in the corner does this to you.
Didn't know about this wall in particular.
If Vanny spots you and you jump on this pile of trash right here, she doesn't know what to do, so she T-poses and keeps.
I mean, I'm gonna say I do know because elevation, but not this specific pile of trash.
If you press E too fast after pressing finish upgrade, you'll crash the game.
Welcome.
Opening and
The whole repair is a very sensitive creature. I mean, the whole game is, but the repair is very sensitive.
closing the terminal will cause saves to be disabled.
Yeah,
To participate.
yeah. Very dangerous.
Flashlight upgrades recharge your flashlight.
Oh,
Looks like an old camera.
That is a
After entering the Monty Golf
kind of makes sense that an upgrade would recharge your flashlight from a game sense point of view. Sure, that makes sense.
even the Monty has sunglasses, if you click after getting jump scared, you can use the fast cam on him.
Yes.
This will cause him to be permanently in his jump scare pose.
Yes.
Check him out. He has no regard for physics anymore. It's like he got frozen in a giant block of ice and the only way he can move is by being carted around.
He's called camera canceling, and this is Creeper Monty.
He even still lunges at you.
And he's got a funny jump scare.
It's still not scary though. It is so funny. In a certain spot on this wall, there's no collision.
Yep. Big for skips.
If you start getting in Freddy the second you're jump scared by a
My own count. I think
staff bot, Freddy turns into a rocket. You
What?
can also see Gregory.
Oh, that's how this happens. I mean, I've seen this plenty of times. There's a lot of clips of this. In fact, I used this in my compilation, but I just called it the thing that happened to Rambo. Yeah. I'm gonna say I know it. I mean, I know of it.
You can easily climb the blaster, the railing, and the stacked invisible walls in order to actually skip Monty's trigger, making it so the fight doesn't start. The visual indicators are not correct.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me
Sometimes you can
about
miss
it.
And you won't be punished. I have no idea why. I somehow managed to insert the arm twice.
Great.
That's, like,
now
normal.
Place the new armature into the forearm casing. Great. Now place them with the new armature inserted. Reconnect with the new armature inserted. Reconnect the colored wires.
Yeah.
If you call Freddy to a destination you can't reach, and then climb inside him while you're still trying to reach that place, he'll teleport.
It's called Freddy warping.
In Glamrock Salon, there's a rock with no collision. You
There's
can get
a-
the chest early and
There's a few, aren't there? You can get the chest early.
That's
Damn,
why.
9
The
months
shadow creatures
already.
won't even.
You can still do this. It's kind of nice.
In Princess Quest in 1.0, the graphics are permanently locked to be low.
Oh,
You can
really?
light this torch an infinite amount of times. Freddy can't be called past the door to the Roxy Raceway viewing window. Freddy clips to this metal walkway.
Yep.
Getting jump scared by a staff bot while being chased by Roxy can make this happen. I guess she thinks Gregory's inside the staff bot? She doesn't.
Yeah, well, that's like, I would do that intentionally on that long hallway with Roxy in it because she'd often get stuck.
You can get into Roxy Raceway early by just going to the left of the ramp.
It takes me back.
There's a very loud door glitch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's in my video. Yeah, pretty funny. Omega lol. Loud noise.
Sometimes the fence doors can just swing on their own.
I didn't know that. The hell? What?
After repairing the driver head, you can get another. This actually sets your time back. You can very easily jump onto the racetrack.
I feel so like, oh yeah, you know, the resetting your time back. I used that shit in the, you know, I can't name them off the top of my head, but maybe the going backwards in the game run, or not dying to like TVA Moon. Oh, so much shit.
A, kill Roxy early, or B, go to this secret little area and crash the game. Or secret third option, as I found out the hard way, deload and soft lock underground. As I was
There's a
trying
number of things you can do here. There's an enter. It's probably about to come up. I should shut up.
to show, you're actually able to enter this tube. I think it's a cut earlier feature that was never finished, yet this is still left in the game. Of course, trying to enter it will crash the game. Here's option.
Doesn't crash at soft locks, but I guess we established that soft locks are being called crashes in this video.
If you try to collect the damaged head when your voice volume's off, it'll progress the time, but you will not have it in your inventory.
Classic.
For some reason, Roxy will not care about distractions at this part sometimes.
Yeah.
And she's not in her broken state. She can still pounce and walk towards me pretty fast.
Dude, this whole Roxy is just so weird. She like doesn't run in here. She just constantly walks towards you. And even though she doesn't have her eyes, she always knows where you are. It's such a weird section.
Your fast cam will recharge while you're paused.
Banger. So useful.
For some reason, you can climb one of the guardrails.
Good speedrun tech.
There's an opened present in the West Arcade before you.
It's not opened. It's the same as a different one in the game. So if you've collected that one, then this one will be opened.
You can press the buttons early. If you're walking while you begin the upgrade, you'll hear it the entire
Back when you could press the buttons early.
time. By clicking twice here, you're able to skip reconnecting half the wires.
Yeah, well, that was intentional. Well, not intentional. That was tech that we did.
If you use the terminal while under the door, you can actually go backwards and then soft lock after hitting finish upgrade.
Oh yeah, real great thing to do.
Having a hard time at
For some reason, I was getting detected by a staff bot that was a floor below me.
What?
You can actually close a door on Monty's tail and he'll get stuck.
What? Huh.
By updating the game and then starting a new save file, after deleting all of your old save files and quit without saving, pressing continue will actually take you to your last save file that you already deleted from the previous version of the game. Though for me at least, some things were not right. Like in my inventory, I had 2 party passes somehow, and one of my security badges was at the bottom. If you exit Freddy and then re-enter,
That's wild.
getting
Yeah.
jump scared will reveal a new mission called Plan A, which can never be read because you're dead. If you select any
What? What does that even mean? I've never heard of that. Okay, that must be something that they only found with like tools.
you can walk off this ledge into the blob as Freddy,
Yeah.
but you can't walk out, so this is technically
Yeah, you get stuck on the pallet.
a soft lock. In the Afton fight, stunning the animatronics will not stop them. They'll just slide around.
Banger.
For one, you can shoot animatronics through windows/walls, and 2, this actually makes Chica
I didn't even think this was a window. I thought it was just an opening.
go away faster. Calling Freddy and then him getting stunned will actually cause him to slide.
Banger.
Also, he doesn't go where you called him, he goes straight towards you. If you exit Freddy right as the cutscene begins, you can see Gregory, and also you can move around and do Gregory things.
What? I remember that, if I recall, Plan A was from the old open world security breach that would get sent at 6:50 a.m. telling you that the main door is open and you can escape that way. So weird.
Even if you scare Roxy into the hallway, sometimes she just comes back.
Yep. That's why you're better off just hiding behind the bed and having the whole fight with Roxy.
You can actually climb into this bed, which will make it so that no animatronic can get you.
So true.
You can go in Freddy mid-cutscene.
Well, the game is still happening mid-cutscene in these early versions,
This
so
game is so goofy sometimes, bruh.
I've never gone into Freddy here, but I know that you can interact with the world and die.
You can also watch the credits inside Freddy. And last but not least, there
know
is
that.
literally a glitch on Steel Wool's logo itself. If you click twice on it, it'll fade and then come back. And
Oh,
that's
no way.
it. That's every standalone glitch that doesn't require another glitch to cause.
Part 1 down. 50% of the way in.
Wait, I messed up, guys. I missed a bunch. These tassels cause Freddy to glitch out when you walk through them.
Yeah, they like make you jump. I know that.
By starting an upgrade in Freddy, the game will crash.
Welcome to Parts and Service. Please select your desired.
If you're moving while you interact with it, you'll actually see Gregory walking. His head
Yeah,
also
I've
still
seen
follows
that.
the camera, so if you point it up, he'll look up, and so on. Ignore Freddy here, but if the endo follows you past this certain point, it'll actually
despawns.
just despawn.
Yeah, helpful.
As soon as you're found in a hiding spot, you can actually escape the moment they open it.
Banger. Doesn't work anymore, but those were the days. Well, and you came out of the hiding spot where you went in. So if you like if you went in the back, you'd come out the back and you'd escape.
I'm keeping this to scale for a second so you can see how crappy the Phas map is. You can't see charging station icons unless you're in the room with them.
It's dog shit, yeah.
You actually can't see most icons on the legend, ever.
Yeah.
They're just non-functional. The vent covers in the green rooms don't fall.
Yep.
If you run away from Mapbot and despawn him, by hugging this wall as you approach him, you'll actually deload the area as you get jump scared.
Yep.
Mapbot also deloads, making it an invisible jump scare. If you get the security badge and then run out all the way up to this door and then a little bit behind it, you can actually start the sequence without being inside there.
Yep. That's a skip.
Taking the kitchen elevator despawns Freddy, which happens in no other elevator. You can open the...
Well, that's not true, is it? The elevator down to Afton's lair, I guess it wouldn't despawn Freddy, but it would like glitch him out of bounds. He'd run off into the distance.
Phas map while playing Monty Golf.
Yeah, well,
After decommissioning Monty, if you don't collect...
Monty Golf at release is comedy.
If you decommission Monty and then go to the arcade, he'll actually not be there.
Well,
Once you start
that's
the lockdown
fixed.
sequence, however, he will spawn, but he will not be functional.
Yep.
No matter how much you're spotted, he'll never chase you. Hiding in a locker while crouching makes it impossible to see through the holes. Upon completing the West Arcade shutdown sequence, simply leaving the area makes it impossible to repair the staff bot head.
yeah.
Roxy despawns after walking.
I know. God, I know.
If your flashlight dies and then you immediately start this cutscene, the game will freeze. You can't close the instruction card. If you reload and
And that's why you turn instruction cards off always.
starting this cutscene while recharging your flashlight will trap you in here. It'll think you don't have the flashlight. You can escape by climbing the furniture, however, you can't get back in even after completing the night cycle. Getting in Freddy and select...
But that's okay. Then you just leave. It's okay if you can't get back in. I mean, that's just how you skip getting the flashlight, which saves 5 seconds.
Finishing an upgrade and immediately starting another one will soft lock you. You won't be able to do the upgrade and it'll be the end of the night. However, you won't be able to enter any recharge stations. Using your Phas watch and the terminal at almost the same time will cause your game to soft lock. Being in a recharge station at the end of the hour will...
The repair station is sensitive as hell, dude.
The playtime on your file, which is the number at the bottom, actually is reset every 24 hours of playtime. By getting the flashlight recharge instruction card during or before an upgrade, or turning instruction cards on mid-upgrade,
soft lock?
you'll have to press each button twice or more for it to count. The endos in the secret final boss section are broken. Alright, that's everything.
Not anymore.
There are 356 standalone glitches that you can replicate, to my knowledge. Hopefully that's all. I don't care. Category 2 time.
Now that the basic glitch compilation is over, you may have realized that some things are missing. What about using Mapbot to teleport to hiding spots? What about that missing wall collision in the repair room? What about X thing that I saw in my playthrough? Well, the answer is that there is an infinite amount of glitches in SB. There are more that LoonMoon has been adding in a pinned comment. This, so far, has been a truly thorough compilation. But speaking of infinite glitches, that's what the second half of the video dives into. How many new glitches are there when you glitch the game into a strange state? Many. At the end of part 1, I finished with a respectable 255 glitches known to 101 unknown. That ratio won't remain green for long, as we dive into the sub-level of security breach glitches. Oh, and while Freddy warping is in this video, it's not mentioned by name, and I reference it a lot, so I wanted to do my own little showcase. It's so important because it can be done in any version of the game, on any patch, making it the most powerful, constantly available tool to sequence break the game. You know how Freddy often teleports to the wrong side of doors when you call him? Well, that can be abused. If you line up facing away from where you want to go, then get in Freddy while calling him, he'll teleport behind the door blocking you and bring you with him, getting you really anywhere.
By restarting after sequence breaking, your battery will stay low power even though it's full. However, if you do it...
Okay, this is gonna be a toughie. Almost a glitch for every day of the year. Yeah, it's time for the speed round.
Freddy deloading can very frequently lead to soft locking. Whether you get stuck in a wall
I mean,
or behind
duh.
it. If you're in Freddy and a cutscene plays, which is never normally possible, you'll be able to see Gregory below you.
Yep.
If you don't see him below you, you can usually see him when you get out.
I actually didn't know that.
If you get Monty stuck, then Freddy deload, and Invisible Monty will open the gate. Also,
had
you
that.
can jump during this cutscene. Also, he won't despawn, he'll be exactly where you left him. Also, every time you deload the area and start Monty's cutscene, the music will duplicate.
Ah, good. I didn't know either of those.
After getting Monty stuck, then going in Freddy and deloading, then restarting the cutscene, Monty will actually spawn and stay at the gate. And if you deload and restart the cutscene again, Monty will stack.
Yeah,
Neither of them can move.
I swear I've done this, but I don't remember them stacking on top of each other.
I like to imagine that it's just a giant stack of Monties that all
Amalgamation.
move as one unit. The ones at the top aren't alive either. They can't even move. This one will at least run at you. Getting out of Freddy during this animation will turn him invisible.
Nope, never seen Invisible Freddy. That's totally new to me.
Freddy deloading here also causes Roxy to duplicate.
Banger,
She can't
raw
touch Freddy.
Roxy.
Also, you can still stun her. You can bring Monty all the way back to the beginning of the chase, and he won't be able to get you. Since Freddy never reached the recharge station, and I sequence broke to actually enable recharge station use by being further in the night,
Yep,
the recharge station will open with you inside it, and then you'll be out of it,
that's wild,
causing
dude.
Freddy to say he can't go with you even though you're inside him already. Leaving him after doing this actually reveals that he's been spinning the whole time really fast. This is honestly amazing. I have no idea why this happens code-wise, but it's amazing. I think it's because he's trying to look at the player.
We know
you can
this
also
one.
experience G's that would cause you to instantly black out by entering him. Freddy will now control
Yeah,
him.
it's the Mark glitch from often, yeah.
By using Freddy deloading and other methods, as you can see the doors are open. You can sequence break to any point in the game.
Well,
so I'm
you know.
only counting this as one glitch.
Yeah.
Anything that actually is caused by sequence breaking specifically will just be called sequence breaking. By glitching Freddy into the daycare and then going in him after collecting the security badge again, you can exit right before the cutscene starts, leading to some glitches.
Oh boy.
Like for one, you can see both Freddy and Gregory in the cutscene. And as Gregory, you
That's
can
not a
jump
glitch.
around and use your flashlight. You can
That's not a glitch, he's just actually there.
If you break out of bounds to get here before the 12 a.m. trigger, you'll actually be at negative 1:30 a.m., which is 11:30.
What?
However, if you don't,
We are entering like glitch layers. I don't even know if to say whether I know things or not, because I kind of know them, but it's like we are deep right now.
position yourself in front of the button and press it the moment the cutscene ends, allowing for this glitch. Not only does Sun clip through you and you see Gregory, but you can actually run around as Gregory during this. As you can see, I'm in Sun. Here's what it looks like to not only get in Freddy during the cutscene, but also deload the area mid-cutscene. By doing this, you actually get the security badge. Even though I was in the daycare, this happened when I got out of
We are like speedrunning through question mark numbers right now.
You can still get killed by Moon right here. It'll force you out of Freddy.
Yes.
You can pretty easily get around it by Freddy deloading. By running out of time
Yes.
after sequence breaking, you'll get a glitch jump scare. You can activate this
No.
cutscene in Freddy.
What?
Sun can see you in Freddy but can't get you.
I know that.
Getting caught by Sun and then pressing the button to leave the daycare will simply take you over there. And it doesn't trigger the cutscene. Also, this causes a glitch where Sun just slides with his hands out in front of him.
What?
If you get the flashlight upgrade before starting his cutscene to spawn him, he'll be crying permanently. How
Huh.
could he miss my silly dance cutscene? I'm so lonely and sad and stuff. Freddy deloading duplicates Sun.
Yes.
For some reason, deloading just made the one that was already there follow me.
I
Through
do know
deloading,
this.
You can also escape the daycare. Be careful though, because they can
The
still grab
floor
you.
jump scare.
Somehow, this one managed to teleport me back into the daycare. After
Right.
getting grabbed by Sun, calling Freddy to you and getting inside him will do this. Your camera will stretch the distance you were dropped. I've actually never seen anyone discover this glitch.
I discovered this using a save station and the cheat tool. So I didn't think it was possible without the cheat tool.
Everything works fine. You're still able to walk around the daycare. It's just your camera that's broken. You can see what parts of the daycare are and aren't loaded. It's just so cool. You can see that walls are loaded, but some interiors are not. Strangely enough, by getting closer to the theater, not even approaching the doors, it actually loads for a second. The gift shop is also loaded, but the bathrooms are not. Simply exiting Freddy will fix this. After normally turning off the lights in the daycare, deloading will actually spawn Sun, so you can have Sun and Moon at the same time.
Yeah.
By using the camera on Sun, you can actually get jump scared by him.
Bald Sun?
This is actually the normal jump scare, by the way. You'll also get jump scared if you use the fast cam after being grabbed.
Bald Sun!
Oh no, he's bald and he's torturing people who have hair. If you get in Freddy while you're being carried by Sun and then Sun drops you, you'll become Rocket Freddy again. You can go back down if you exit Freddy, but you can also go as high as you want.
What the hell?
I love how it looks like Freddy's running to try and catch me. Somehow Sun grabbed me from really far away. He also started moonwalking.
There's so much weird Sun stuff.
And last but not least, he got stuck on literally nothing. You can actually bring out Sun with you.
Yep.
They can follow you all the way to the entrance and all the way up to the entrance of the elevator, but they can't go in it.
We
don't
played
worry,
around
by
with this. I thought we got the suns into the atrium.
Freddy deloading, you can actually bring them with you into the atrium.
Oh, okay.
Because it deloads the wall.
Yeah.
Getting Freddy into the L-chip's entrance by Freddy deloading, walking to a certain point with him will crash the game. This doesn't happen anywhere else within the area.
Oh yeah, we ran into this. Yeah, it's so random. I remember this. I forget what I called it. Something to do with quantum, but I don't know if this was specifically quantum. Maybe it was quantum.
If you sequence break, this cutscene will always play, even though
Yeah.
there's no Roxy.
Yeah, it's
Walking
funny.
on cups and paper in Freddy will actually glitch you out.
Oh, tell me about it.
in Freddy
Oh man. What did I use that for? Like the moving Freddy with the bowling ball? Oh, to move him closer to his desk so that I could hide on the desk from the evil Freddys and still grab his box. That's what I used it for.
After glitching Freddy into the office, then glitching out of the minigame and going into Freddy, you'll actually survive failing it and Chica will despawn.
Yeah, we've been down this road. We used this at some point because I know it keeps the Pizza Hut on. Now, he's probably going to talk about, like, keeping the Pizza Hut on in the main menu or something.
Somehow, by sequence breaking, I was able to do this to the room. It's either because A, I went around the way you're not supposed to after activating
I don't know what the hell
130
this
AM,
is.
or because I'm in dark mode. By sequence breaking, you can actually call Freddy to the office while Chica's there, which will cause this to happen. Neither have collision and Chica can't kill you. Freddy has a hide prompt too, but clicking it does nothing. This scene is just so funny. I couldn't imagine how it would actually play out if this was realistic. Pizza for 3, I guess? At least he's not clipping through the door and bothering Gregory. If Freddy's in the office, you can actually call him to you and get inside him while this cutscene is playing out. And you can also walk around now. Unlike the pizza bots, unfortunately, Freddy's battery does not carry over. But it will result in a glitched ending. You'll be outside of Freddy and spinning slowly. Also, Freddy's not spinning, it's actually Gregory. Freddy's just trying to face you.
I vaguely remember this. We have encountered this.
If you decommission Chica before the minigame, she'll actually be fixed, including being able to say voice lines.
Yeah, well, that's just because it doesn't check if she's been decommissioned. It just has the fixed Chica.
If you get the shoes early, you can actually go fast enough to see Chica spawn in the kitchen.
Yeah.
This could have also been a result of sequence
I mean, you can jump that fence.
breaking though, as I did decommission her earlier.
No, you can I think you can do this without any upgrades at all in the base game.
Also, she is
She like pops down and starts eating.
still fixed. If you spawn a mini music van and then go down the vent, sequence break and get a higher security level so you can use the elevator and escape the kitchen, or do what I'm doing here. Then get back to the vent and respawn him. You'll actually notice that if you were fast enough, the last mini music man is actually still there, stuck in place.
Banger. Banger. That's part of the Astral Spiff duplicate all animatronics video.
You can actually play this cutscene in Freddy, which will actually shrink you down.
Oh.
I like to imagine it's actually just a tiny version of Freddy now. Look at him,
Hey,
he's
Astral
adorable.
Spiff VODs.
Vanessa's just
You're
like,
my
whatever, I guess I'll
far-right
take him.
YouTuber.
How can she be so mad at
Oh
such a-
man. Funny sponsor email update. First of all, I've been getting way too many recently, but so this is an automated sponsor email sent to the VODs channel. Hi, Ben. Pinging you again on this to make sure it doesn't slip through the cracks. Just checked out your YouTube channel and love how you're growing an audience around non-edited Spiff footage. You think Ben runs the Astral Spiff email? Who's Ben? Ben actually runs my VODs channel. So they're like not wrong, but Ben doesn't run my Astral Spiff Gmail. So it's like, yeah, my guess is they have some sort of AI and it just intook information and it was like beep boop. As Spiff's name is Ben.
You can actually get out of Freddy right as you're about to touch Fanny, and you'll survive,
It's been a
and you
minute
can run
since
away.
I've caught
I
a
mean,
stream live.
that's the same case with all of these. You get a moment of freedom when you get out of Freddy.
By sequence breaking, you can actually have regular Freddy next to damaged Freddy.
I think I have a screenshot of that. Might even be a thumbnail.
It's so funny that regular Freddy doesn't even care about seeing himself dying on the floor, or the fact that there's two of him. Doing this section with your voice volume off causes the animatronics not to spawn.
E-spam.
Freddy is also stuck on the same monitor in variations of the same pose.
What?
If you mash the button, which normally isn't possible unless you turn your voice volume off and there's no animatronics to kill you, the objective will repeatedly update. If you leave Freddy at the door and then start this sequence,
How are we at 506? I've known all of the last couple.
he'll actually not be able to reach you until you go back to the door and quote-unquote free him. This has the potential to softlock you if the doors aren't already open, but I'm not sure.
I've never seen that.
If you sequence broke the game and
Yeah.
decommissioned Roxy before doing this section, she actually won't be able to move, even if the doors are open,
Oh
despite
my
moving
gosh.
around on your camera previously.
It's like my
For one,
clip.
if you kill Monty early, he'll actually be fixed at this point. And by getting him to chase you
course.
before, you can actually despawn him here. And two, at this exact point, he actually turns back into Broken Monty. By sequence breaking, you can start the mission inside Freddy and then see Freddy on the monitors while inside him. However, if you don't leave him before the cutscene ends, you'll actually be soft-locked since Freddy is with you still. If you stun an animatronic and then open the doors, they'll actually take a minute before they even start to chase you.
Interesting.
But when they do start chasing you, at least if you're in Freddy so you won't die, they can actually open the door for you, so you don't need the backstage pass to escape. This sequence actually spawns a staff bot outside the room for some reason, who's never in the game later. His animation is also completely broken. He also doesn't have the warning message when you shoot him with the laser blasts. That's not even the most interesting part though. The entire area around you is mostly deloaded. This is definitely why you can't escape that room from Freddy deloading. Imagine if they did this with the rest of the game. As usual when deloading normally, the floor is completely solid so you can walk around anywhere
No
as long as you
idea.
don't fall through. Seeing the backside of things is really cool. This actually explains some of the minor visual glitches that I'll talk about later. For now, falling out of bounds will actually load the area fully. If you escaped this way, the game will actually constantly stutter, as you can see. Don't use the elevators though, you'll actually be permanently stuck in them. I think the area is constantly loading for some reason in the normal sequence, and now it's constantly loading a bigger area, which causes lag. This is proven by the fact that walking into a normal elevator without using it will actually unload the area. What's really interesting though is that the previous version of Rockstar Row is still loaded in, creating double of everything.
So we're on like a glitch streak in like the most ridiculous game state out of the E-room that I have never achieved.
Including interactables. Somehow even the statues are duplicated. Some of these, especially the Mopbot, are probably remnants of an older version of the map. I even managed to climb the statues, which I'm not sure is possible in the normal version. Since everything's duplicated, this includes flashlight recharge stations. By spamming E, you can get 2 loading bars at once at the bottom there. One actually got permanently stuck on my screen. What's also interesting is that some of the backstage is loaded in. I'm not sure why, it could have just been laziness, but the fact they unloaded the rest of the map makes no sense. Also, falling out of bounds and causing the area to reload actually gets rid of the timer completely. By deloading the area and coming back, you can actually restart this again, and the cameras will glitch out even more. There will also be 2 animatronics this time. The staircase camera, actually most of the cameras, ended up being just 1. A lot of them switched places too. Look at this. This is actually caused by the exact time that you deload the area. This is also what causes the variation in the deloaded exterior. I was even able to get the staircase cams to just become static. This is what happens when you Freddy deload inside an elevator after using it. This is a soft lock, by the way.
Okay, I do know this.
Backstage and then escaping the area.
I think we're back to like somewhat understanding security breach.
By sequence breaking to get a higher level security badge, you can actually just get straight in here, progressing the night instantly 14 minutes. As a matter of fact, 315 doesn't even trigger. Of course, if you're in Freddy as you use the recharge station, it'll be a similar story, where you can go in here early. Now you can watch Vanessa talk to Freddy as Freddy. Obviously though, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to go in there as Freddy. So here's a look at the cutscene you can't normally see.
I think I've done this.
Animated her whole face, but you can never see it. But yeah, both interactions will glitchily play simultaneously.
Reattach my...
I don't know. It looks complicated.
You can't usually get in here without starting the upgrade, so since I didn't start the upgrade, you can't do anything. Also, this Freddy has no collision. You can actually see he has placeholder text on him for PlayStation buttons, I'm pretty sure. You can actually glitch the cutscene and Vanessa by shooting her in the face.
I never thought to shoot her, but I've been in this situation a few times.
Starting the upgrade actually despawns Vanessa, but still continues the cutscene.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If your sequence broke and it has been 2 AM already, getting jumpscared will softlock you. If it hasn't been 2 AM, you'll be sent to Lost and Found. Freddy will now be gone and the cutscene won't play anymore. It auto-saved after for some reason. At least Freddy has collision.
You get sent to Lost and Found? That's news to me. I didn't know Vanessa like carried a constant send you to Lost and Found like trigger.
Stunning Vanessa at the end of this cutscene will cause her to slide.
I've seen that.
If you don't collect the map from Mapbot and instead deload,
Hey!
you can actually infinitely duplicate Mapbot here.
We know this
you can
one.
do this as many times as you want.
Mapbot
However,
Jam.
you can only collect 1 map from them. If you sequence break and then get the party pass, you'll instantly get jump scared. But
TVA
if you
Moon.
press E fast enough, you can get into the recharge station as you're dying. This will cause your save file to be soft locked. You will be permanently stuck and always load inside of this. I tried it again a different way and actually managed to get in it without being in it. It let me save outside of it, and I reloaded, and actually I was able to go in it now, even though I wasn't before. By sequence breaking and then doing 2 through 3 a.m. normally, I actually managed to get stuck at 3:55 after using the recharge station. Glitching behind the party
I don't remember how we like solved TVA Moon, but I knew all of that. He didn't say TVA Moon.
Freddy touching Monty can actually make it so he stops chasing you. Even
Are you sure about that? Because this Monty just stops chasing you a lot.
By sequence breaking and coming at 11:30, you actually can't start the Monty fight. This applies to other fights too.
I think I knew that.
Sequence breaking and coming here at 12
Nope.
though.
I did know that. -1 to this, +1 to that, because when we did the backwards, we had to make sure to turn on like the boss fights.
Will actually make them look perfectly shiny during their fights. They
cool.
low-key look really bad. I don't know if it's because I sequence broke, but you can actually move around and shoot and stuff during this cutscene. This includes entering Freddy.
No, I did know that. I don't know. There was stuff to like get back onto the catwalk that we did for a certain
You
challenge.
can also put Freddy in the crossfire during this cutscene. You can
That's
do the
funny.
same for Chica's, but it doesn't require glitches
Yeah.
to do it, making it technically not a glitch. No, Freddy, look out! By hiding at the tail end of this cutscene, I was sent back to the catwalks.
Yes. Yes.
The broken railing actually still has collision.
Yes.
Freddy deloading during a cutscene, or at least this one, crashes the game.
You know.
I can actually still die by running out of power though. If you sequence break decommissioning Roxy, you can actually get Freddy in. Since you're in Freddy, she can't find you, which makes her stand up. Also, distractions don't work. Even if you get out of Freddy, she sometimes just gets stuck and can't find you.
Yeah, dude, she's so brittle.
Because I sequence broke and these were the first cans I got, it actually made Chica's sound effect.
What?
She frequently slides when
That's wild. So the very first cans you break are like hard coded to be Chica sounds. So if you never hit those cans and go far into the game, you can make a Chica. Oh.
pouncing. By opening the gate on the Phaser Blast catwalk, then going underground, you'll actually deload the upper area. This causes Vanny's door to close, soft locking you. You can Freddy deload to get past the Monty Claw and Chica voice box gates,
Yep.
allowing you to
One
access
year
the fight
yay.
without
Not even Freddy
Public
load.
stream
Still
when
works
it
with
tastes
Freddy
good to be
warps.
back.
upgrades. Notice my hands. By
Yeah.
Freddy deloading in this area, you can actually get rid of the blob. I actually fell out of bounds during the fight and was able to see Chica looking at me through the cracks, just barely.
Yes, I've been there.
But by getting into Afton's room by using another glitch, you can actually use your fast cam on him and you'll get jump scared by the floor.
Yeah!
You can actually jump scare cancel him too. And last but not least, if you Freddy deload and then fall out of bounds in the final area, you'll be sent to the elevator and you'll be soft locked.
Yes, been there.
And that's it. Honestly, it's not as funny as I thought, and I'm sure you probably feel the same. It's even less than I remember, despite playing the game for hundreds of hours. But at the same time, it's even more broken than I could have imagined, just in different ways. I mean, a lot of it is just a lack of polish, really. Hence the next section I'm going to discuss, minor visual bugs.
Oh god.
I'm not really going to commentate over this because it's just so simple. And
I'm not gonna press
self-explanatory. You can
numbers.
begin watching the video. If you made it this far, thank you
Let's
so
see
much
them.
for watching.
You know
It
what?
really means a lot.
My favorite visual bug is like if you put Freddy by a wall, I forget what the conditions are, but he can like take the wall's texture. Like he can actually like become a chameleon. And that's all. The rest of LoonMoon's video was like 10 minutes of visual errors. Again, if you want to see all of those, go check out the original video, as well as both a dark mode showcase and bullet hell turret video will be linked in the description. Glitch on, SBers.